Well, you know, I used to work for an airline a long time ago. Well, out of the blue the other day, I got a call from my best friend from work, James. Now, I haven't seen him in over 25 years, and he hasn't seen me. But he called to tell me about a retiree breakfast that was being held and asked if I was interested in going, and it sounded good. I asked him who'd be there, and he named off some of the guys' names. And I said, well, okay, are y'all bringing your wives? And he said, no, no, this is just for retirees. I said, okay, great. Well, what about the women? Who's going to be there? And he said, you. I said, no, no, I won't. No, no. I'm not crashing that party. Well, James, being James, said, no, it'll be fine. Don't think that. It'll be very comfortable. We'll sit together. Don't worry. So I said, well, okay, I'll go. And then I thought about it and said, wait, I've got a gym class that morning. There's going to be a time constraint. I will have to leave the restaurant and go directly to the gym. So that means I'm going to be showing up in gym clothes. And he said, oh, that's not a problem. Don't even think about it. It's very informal. So I said, okay. So that morning I was getting ready to go, and I said, well, you know what? At least I don't have to wear my gym shoes to the restaurant. So I put on some nice sandals. Went on to the restaurant and went in, and I didn't see James anywhere, and I would know him now. Even 25 years later, James is very tall. You can pick him out of a crowd, but I didn't see him anywhere. So I stood in the foyer right by myself and waited and waited and waited. And so finally I went and got a hostess, and she, turns out she knew him personally, and she said, no, he's not here yet. So I stood there waiting in the front of the restaurant under a spotlight, as it turns out. There is a spotlight over my head. Well, anyway, so I'm standing there right by myself. Oh, looking kind of conspicuous by then. Well, after a while longer, this is really starting to get embarrassing, a server decides she's going to help me. So she starts going booth to booth, sticking her head in each booth, and then looking back at me and waving. No, he's not here. So it was official. Whoever I am standing under the spotlight, I have been stood up. This is painful. Well, I waited a few more minutes looking around it. Then I saw a row of tables in the very back of the restaurant against the wall, and they're full of guys. So I realized, well, that's got to be the group. But I'm not going back there without James. So I said, well, no. So I glanced back there again, and I saw some of them are smiling. They're looking at me and smiling. I thought, well, what's so funny? You never seen anybody stood up before. What's the joke? And I looked down, and I realized, oh my gosh, I'm standing under a spotlight. I'm wearing stacked sandals, shorts, cut up to my coochie. I look like a hooker. A hooker who's doing no business. No one, the whole time I was there, no one approached me, not even a tire kicker. Nothing. This is painful. So I gave it a few more minutes. I said, oh gosh, I just gathered the shreds of my dignity to slink out the door, which I did. Now, James never showed up. He never called. He never texted. I don't know what happened to James. Really, I don't care.